Varsity doesn't appear to have rowed previously. I could be wrong there. But Oregon State has rowed twice. They have lost to Trinity, and they defeated George Washington yesterday morning and yesterday afternoon. This is race 87. This is the third to the last race. There will be a slight break, not as long as was anticipated. It actually won't be much of a break because they're running a little behind schedule. But our last race will start at 1:10. And that will wrap it up for the Windermere video, audio, and stats coverage here from the Sofitel Hotel, presented by Jamco Times. We have a start of this third to the last race. Loyola in lane 1. No previous race experience this weekend here. And Oregon State with a 1-1 record in its races yesterday in lane 2. So Oregon State, the Beavers, will be on your left on the screen, and Loyola on your right. We can see the Beavers. Let's check out their stroke rate at about 200 meters into the race. The Oregon State Beavers are already down to 34.5. Halfway through the first 500 meters. We actually may not have much of a break at all between the last collegiate race and the one Masters race that we're going to show, because it's a women's lightweight 4, which is probably going to be a relatively slow race, and we're already running 15 minutes behind. So program should be pretty much continuously run right through the end of the regatta. Coverage by us. Crews are now approaching the 500-meter mark. Have just crossed. And they look pretty close, what I'm seeing or hearing. Can't see them, but I'm watching the folks with a computer. 0.23 seconds. And Loyola Marymount is in the lead over Oregon State. 2.3 seconds in this men's second varsity 8. It may be that the Loyola crew, it says this is the second varsity 8. It may be that the Loyola crew is rowing its varsity boat, but I don't know that. I just don't see them on the program here in any of the varsity men's races. And that would be an appropriate matchup, I think. Okay, as they now come clearly into view on your screen, on the left, in the white boat, is Oregon State Beavers from Corvallis. And on the right, Loyola Marymount, Oregon State, rowing a 32.5, 33, 32 about. And Loyola on the right, rowing a 34.5, and I don't know. I'm not going to make a guess at this one. It might be Oregon State with a slight lead, heading into the bridge. Pretty close. Watch as Oregon State goes into the dark. You see the light? It doesn't quite shine the same way, but it looked like there it is. That spotlight just looks like a little spotlight going down the boat. As they both emerge into the light, it's definitely Oregon State in the lead over Loyola, so the 500-meter split has been reversed. Oregon State is now in a 4-second lead position at 1,000. Little open water, and looks like it's just decided to take charge of this race in the second 500 and did so. Moving out from a deficit position, slight deficit position at 500 to a commanding 1 and a few feet lead at the halfway point. And now that lead seems to be increasing as the Beavers are pushing through that heavy water, as is Loyola, but I would have to say that their margin of 4 seconds is now larger. As they reach the last 500 meters of their 2007 Windermere experience, it's Oregon State already through the 500 meter. Loyola Marymount just now reaching the 500 meters to go. Course has not been a problem for either of these crews. They've stayed right on the mark. As the birds soar overhead, gorgeous pictures we're getting here from the Sofitel with the sunlight streaming down as another bird. I wonder if those birds are watching the race. Wouldn't it be nice if we were birds and could watch rowing races as birds can? And now we're coming into the last 200 meters. And there you have Oregon State Beavers. They're going to go home to Corvallis with a 2-1 record from Windermere, a very credible showing. And the men's second varsity swinging. They're not taking anything. They know these are the last strokes they're going to get at Windermere for a while. And Loyola, equally glad to be here. Opportunity to show what they can do and learn from the experience. Congratulations to both crews as Oregon State drives towards the finish line. And Loyola gamely managing to keep that margin from increasing. And both boats digging in the oars past the finish line and putting on the brakes. Okay, that's the end of race number 87. We'll give that one to Oregon State, and we'll move on to the last collegiate race, which is two crews that haven't yet rowed in this regatta. Stanford Women's Lightweight 4 and the Cal Women's Lightweight 4. And I suspect, but I'm not sure, we have a race underway.